Hello everybody, my name is Alan. Welcome you guys back to another video. Today's video, I'm bringing you the Irish Spring NASCAR League. A couple days ago, Sunday night, we did a race at Talladega. And yeah, this is my little footage of a recap of what happened. So here you go. Off the start, we qualified second. We're alongside the 96. And not the best start, I'll be honest, not the best start. Losing momentum on the outside of turns 1 and 2. So try and push him down off the corner. And it just puts me in the wall. I'm not sure what he was doing. He's sort of weaving down the straight. I lose momentum, and that means the car behind me, which is Travis, he's going to go to the inside, and yeah, we basically get shoved up high on the first lap. And I mean, these guys are racing like it's the last lap, but already coming off turn number 3 and 4, Travis down low, he gets shoved wide. Camden almost puts us in the wall, and there you go. That is going to be the first caution of the day. They're wrecking behind us. I think one car got airborne. Yeah, like I said, first caution of the day. We're going to race it back. And yeah, that is that. And there again, that was lap number 1. That's the caution. So as we come back, right now we have to pit for the first time today. If you didn't know, 47 laps. The cars max out at 10 laps of fuel, so we're gonna have to be at least pitting 4 times today. That is really my suggestion here. So we're gonna put I don't know why I put 2 cans in. I should have just put in a half a can or a splash, and go back out there to fill it up to 10 laps. But I mean, I'm not paying attention to my own pits, so we put in 2 cans of fuel for some reason. I thought my car would have overfilled by now, but I lost many positions off of pit lane. But it's okay. It's Talladega. It's not like it's any other track where those positions actually matter. We'll restart P4. When we crossed the line, it was P3, so we only lost 1 position, but we're green flag racing again. This is lap number 3, I think. I don't know. But if you don't know, there's 2 stages in this one. And the first stage ends around lap 20, 21, 22. I don't know, I forgot while I was racing. No game audio is being recorded besides us. So right now, coming off turn number 2, Webman is pushing me off turn 2. I have a lot of momentum coming towards Porsche and Kurt Busch's car down the straight. Gonna push him. I could have gone a lot faster, but that holds up everyone behind me because these guys are not going. And now we're in turns 3 and 4. He just ran a little bit wide, went back off a little, give him back the lane, and already there's 1 car down below. It's a 96. He hits him, and there's another big crash behind me. That's the second crash or caution of the day. And man, again, these guys are racing like it's the last lap. It was a little frustrating, but I led my first lap in this league in a long time, so it's good. But green flag racing again here in Talladega, and hopefully it stays that way. We did pit again. I don't know why, but my guys put in 2 cans of fuel once more after I told them not to. So we did get demoted back down to 4th. A bad restart from me allowed Amy Cole in the Tide Pods car around my outside. Hopefully I don't eat any Tide Pods while I'm trying to pass Amy. But off turn number 2, we're still trying to push Rawls. With this game, slipstream is really beneficial. You can do the slingshot if possible. I'm just trying to help Rawls. He's one of my good friends, and I just want to make sure that he gets a good result, or at least good momentum, trying to get by these 2 other cars in front of us, because you can see the leader's gotten a huge gap from first to second, but now it doesn't really matter anymore. I was going to say that the gap between first and second was big, where I could have pushed Rawls and we could have flown by them, but now Rawls finally goes for a move, and I'm a little bit too late to the back bumper, because there goes Amy Cole to make it 3 wide across the line. And yeah, Rawls has no help except me. There's 1 car spinning behind me. That's a 1-car spin, so no caution. We carry on this lap. We're gonna get behind Rawls once more. We have Altix. Yeah, that's Altix. But no, Camden Luca behind us. After that is Altix, and again, I just want to stay behind Rawls. I'm a little bit worried about these guys. They're racing like it's the last lap. And it sort of worries me a little bit, like I said, because next thing you know, I could be involved in an incident. I've already missed 2 crashes today, and I want to keep my clean streak just fine. So right now, we're still behind Rawls for the time being, and, you know, we just started this thing. We've already had 2 big ones here at Talladega. Hopefully none of them happen again, or at least, you know, I get gifted the victory at the end for another big one. I don't know. But we're going to come across the line this time, and again, we're behind Rawls. And we have 39 laps to go in the overall race. Again, we have our stage 1 ends around lap 20, 21, 22. But again, I get moved to the high side. I was trying to stay hooked behind Rawls. But yeah, that's a 3rd caution of the day. 2 more cars spun behind us, so that had to bring out the caution while I got passed by Camden. So we're racing it back to the line. And right after I lost the position to Camden, You see Lofen truck behind me and Keselowski's car pushing me. I maxed out at 2:08 entering turn 3. That's really fast. So I decided to make a move up turn 3. I had no momentum, and that really just hurt me because I lost all my momentum again, and Lofen truck had to help me once more off turn 4. We're going to bring it back to the line, and yep. But also, we do have a caution, and like I said, we are pitting this time. My plan was we do have a stage, coming up in 10 laps or so. My goal, actually, I was planning on getting 2 cans of fuel, but I messed it up with 2 tires, and I just wasn't paying attention. I wanted to fill the car up with 10 laps, and then I would maybe get to the end of the stage, get those extra stage points, but like I said, I could not pull it off. We do end up going for 2 tires and a can of fuel, which will split our, time and a half of the time that we spend in pits. We are out in 7 seconds. Camden passes us, and I think that's it. We come out in P5, which, I mean, isn't that bad. We do have 12 drivers for today in Talladega, but I'm going to come back to the green flag restart. That's what it is here in Talladega, and we're green. Here at Talladega, like we said, another restart. And like we said, we don't get the best start. We never get the best start, and that's what it seems to be like, which is a tad bit sad. Because, I mean, a good start always allows us to pass off the beginning because the car's really close to us. But, I mean, I do carry a lot of momentum throughout the corners at this track when we get a bad start. It doesn't really help at any other track besides that. But, there's, oh my god, 41 outside of Porsche pulls off an excellent slingshot move. Had a lot of slipstream for me. When I pulled out, he carried through, and that helped him even more to make it 3 wide as we enter turn 3. Again, very close we are. Again, I'm in the middle, and we're still going 3 wide. And again, Porsche, he's just losing momentum. So am I. There's a Lofen truck to our inside. I barely tap him. I'm not even sure if I hit him. But a Lofen truck goes for a spin behind us. It's a 1-car incident. We remain green in Talladega. But again, I'm wheel to wheel with Porsche across the line. I'm back in 5th place this lap. We have 35 laps to go. At least I think I did. I could have said 25. I don't know. I can't see from back here. But here we go. Again, we want to gain on Camden and Porsche behind us. He's just trying to pass us. I mean, I don't blame him. He's trying to race us. I'm just trying to gain some momentum on these guys. But again, I gained because they checked up because Rawls ran off the track. They let him back by, and Porsche is going to have a lot of momentum with the help of Webman on his outside. And he's going to push Tide Pods Amy Cole in turns 3 and 4, making some contact with the 41. But off turn 4, it's going to remain very clean as we're right behind Camden Luca. We are coming to the next lap of this race. And again, trying to push Camden. I'm trying to help him. I want to get in 4th place. I want to get by Amy Cole. But it feels like the slower guys are on the inside and the faster guys are on the outside. So we still remain side by side with 34 laps to go. I'm not sure how much until left until the stage is over, to be honest. But again, Amy Cole on our outside. I'm still trying to get a little draft from Camden off turn 2. I'm not sure if that's going to be possible. When we head down the straight, Camden gets ran off. I'm going to go to his outside. We get the position over Rawls. And again, we're going to tune in later in. I'm still trying to stay behind him, but again, I ran wide in turn 1. I had to move up. I cannot move back down. So Camden is going to go by us. We have Porsche behind us once more trying to help us. And again, he's trying to help us with the momentum. I'm not sure if it's going to be there, though. Because again, Camden is getting pushed by Amy Cole, one of the fastest drivers in this league. He's won a lot of races this season. So I'm sort of afraid of what he can do here at Talladega. But yeah, we have the 41 behind us. He's been another fast car. I'd say 3 fastest cars on this track as he now goes by us off turn 4. I'd have to say the 41 of Porsche, the 88 of Webman, and who was it? Amy Cole in the 20. Those are the fastest drivers I've seen so far today. Webman has been a little sleeper. He hasn't been as fast as I know of because he won last week's race in Richmond. But again, we fall all the way back to 9th place, barely inside the top 10. We finally catch back up to Camden in this pack. We gain a lot of momentum. And now again, lap 17. And this is the time of point. We're about to run out of fuel. And we have to pit this time by, so Camden and I have in a little alliance. Like we said, we're good friends. He used to be an owner of the team I used to drive last season, so we're pitting together. It doesn't work out for us because Webman slams into the back of us. Just prevailed on the pits at the very last second. I don't know what he was thinking. I would have just pulled below the double yellow line right off turn 4 and signalized that you are pitting. But again, I was in it. Actually, no. What I was trying to do here, I put in 2 cans of fuel, trying to fill up my car. So then, come time till the end of stage 1, all of us pit. They all put on, you know, a can or two. I only put in half a can, and I gain a couple positions, so then I fill my tank back up compared to everyone else. I mean, this may have been a little slow stop, but again, everyone else in the race will be bunched up together when the stage ends. But again, I come out alone. Camden ended up spinning. Webman got ahead of me, and now we come to the final lap of this stage, and there's a 3-car train behind me. That's not good for me because I'm a single man. I'm a sit and duck right now. I'm on the back straightaway. And we're in P6, and I know Porsche is going to get by me. I got to keep everyone else behind me, so I got to do some defending. I try to break up the slipstream off the back straight. Now into turn 3, he's going to have a lot of momentum carrying in turn 3. I go up high to block. It's not going to be enough, though, because off turn number 4, we bang a little. Bang wheel side, bang on the side pod, but then again, we're coming to the line. The 24s that are on our outside, you've got to use a little side trap, but comes to the line. Stage 1 is over, and we're P7. I kind of wish I blocked better to hold off Porsche, but that's that. We're going to come in the pits once more. And I did only gain a couple positions off that. I thought I would have gained a lot more, but I only gained 2 spots. But here we go. Green flag racing again. Stage 2 is underway here in Talladega. And for once, I mean, we went at the line for some reason, so I gave Seth the best push I could have. Because, I mean, I want to work with him. We already passed the 1. He's left up to dry on the outside. And, again, we have Camden behind us once more. It could be Altix, too. I don't know. I think it's Camden, but the 1 is left up to dry on the outside. And, again, Webman's going to try and... Is that Webman? I'm not sure. I think it's Amy Cole, because Webman's leading. Amy Cole, again, trying to go through the middle to make it 3 wide on the back straightaway. With 2 cars on either side of him. So we head on to lap number 25 out of, and we get shoved high. Terrible commentary, but it's okay. Lap 25, we get shoved up high, and this is going to be our doom here because we're getting past left and right, well, just left, but we can't find a way back down to the inside lane. If you don't know in NASCAR, the way to go in this game is the inside line. Nobody was letting me back down there. I didn't want to come down on the 1, so I gave him the inside once more, but as you can see in the next clip, it didn't really work out for us. We fell all the way back behind all these guys, back in 11th place, and now we're still in 1 pack, so that's good. At least we're not in a separate back pack that, you know, would eventually lead us to not winning this race, but that all changes right here. When the 96 goes there, I try and avoid him, but in NASCAR, you cannot pass below the double yellow line. You get back to place, and we're still behind these guys. Now, I thought that was nothing, but by the time I catch up to them, look at that gap between the first 8 cars, and then 9th, 10th, and 11th. 11th being me. And, well, I just thought right there, we're not going to win this race, first of all. So might as well fight for 9th place. Or at least that's what those 2 guys were thinking. I was thinking of trying to, you know, work together to get back up there. But, you know, these 2 boneheads in front of me, they decided to battle instead of work together to catch the first 8 drivers. And then they just gave up hope. They're battling each other. I cannot work with a 96. He lags and he blocks. I'd rather work with Wolfpack Man. I know he lags too, but today his internet was pretty clean. So we decided to push him down the back straightaway and see what we can get out of that. But many laps later, we do end up pitting. The gap does increase lap by lap, but again, we all end up pitting. Now, here's the thing. Now that we're working together, we have to pit at the same time too, so we have a lot of momentum. But that didn't really work out for me. Mainly because I pitted with, again, the 2 boneheads that I could say, and I got shoved wide. And, yeah, that did cost me a couple seconds, several seconds, actually. So, we're done with that pit stop. Again, I was customizing the settings 10 laps later, towards the end of this race. We still haven't caught them. I'm working up with the 96 as well. We gained a couple positions because people have already pitted. But again, I'm going to fly into the pits. I thought he's pitting with me. He decided not to at the last second. So I'm pitting by myself once more. And believe it or not, at this point right now, the caution was called. For some reason, the caution was called. I don't know what it was for, but I'm the luckiest man right now. I am able to catch back up to these guys. Not only that, but I got to pass a couple other people because they pitted when they were not supposed to, because they would have ran out of fuel if they pitted the next lap. So we got rewarded a couple positions, and now we're all with these drivers once more. There are even more drivers who pitted on the lap that they weren't supposed to, but they're still in their positions. I don't know why. We're back green flag racing. It is a green, white, checkered here in Talladega. And off the start, it says 3 laps to go. And already these guys are making it 3-4 wide. And I'm just trying to go where it best fits. I could have stayed behind these guys, but again, I didn't even know they were 3 wide. And next thing you know, it is a 3-car incident behind me. We do not have enough time for a caution. Could have made a new lobby for a new green, white, checkered attempt. But again, Nobody in this lobby can be arsed with that. But again, on the back straightaway, we're going to continue to push Rawls. We finally hook up with the guy who we've been working with the entire race. So that's sort of good. We come to 2 laps to go, and again, I just want to work with Rawls till the end, because I know there's several other drivers up in front of us that were faster than, and if we work together, we can at least get by a couple of them. But as we come to 2 laps to go in Talladega, it's going to be a good finish, and I know it will be. And already I can see that one. He likes that outside. He's proved it today. And I just want to push Seth down to the inside, and we can leave him with the drive. And that's exactly what happens. You push him to the inside. The 1 is up there, and so is Camden. Camden said he was going to drop back too, so because he pitted when he wasn't supposed to. So he's going to be sent to the back. Same with the 24 down on the apron. Same with the 41 also. He drops back as well. Mainly because he didn't feel it was right, but then again, I think guys like Seth and Altix in second and Webman, I think they all pitted when they weren't supposed to, and we were the first lead driver who pitted legally. So I sort of felt like we deserved the win here, but coming to the end, we're on the final lap here in Talladega, and well, Porsche is all over our rear once more. We know him. Without any help, he's gonna fly by us, but with you know, the draft of Seth, I'm really staying with Rawls here, Seth Rawls, whatever. I'm staying with these guys, and I'm keeping Porsche behind me, but coming to the final time, it's going to be a photo finish between all these drivers. But as we come through the final couple of turns here in Talladega on the final lap, Webman leads, second is Altix, third is Rawls, fourth is me, fifth is Porsche. We're coming to the finish and through the tri-oval, and coming down to the start-finish straight, it's going to be Webman that takes the victory in Talladega, and the 88, we finish P4. And that is our race. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I plan on doing this stuff for the rest of the season and possibly season 4. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Have a safe night and peace.